Hello everyone. It's actually been over a week since I've been working on this album. I've kind of had a week off. I think I just got a bit drained from writing music and I just had no inspiration at all or no motivation. I think it was because I'd just finished doing that black metal album and I just kind of, I don't know, I just lost everything after that. I just couldn't be bothered writing music, if that makes sense. So I'm back in the swing of things now. I've got motivated and I've actually changed my plan for this album altogether. I'm no longer gonna write a Blue Planet style album like what my original plan was. I'm actually gonna try and make something similar to my binaural visions album, which is relaxation / meditation music. But this one isn't going to be binaural music because that's actually getting banned. I don't know why, but my Binaural Visions 2 album wasn't allowed on iTunes for some reason. Apparently they're cutting down on binaural music. I have no idea why. Seems a bit silly to me. But anyway, this is going to be similar, but without the binaural pulse. And if you don't know what a binaural pulse is, then it's basically two sine waves that are placed different stereo fields, so one pan left, one pan right, and they have slightly different tones, and the difference in tone makes it sound like it's wobbling in the stereo field. So, and people say it can cause like hallucinations and things, but I don't really believe that. I mean, I worked on that album non-stop for about a month, and yeah, I felt relaxed. I definitely felt relaxed making it because it's quite a relaxing sound, but no hallucinations or anything. Anyway, this album's going to be quite similar. It's got a relaxing sound. It's going to be for meditation, yoga. I know I said I wasn't going to do yoga, but it could work for that, I suppose. And it's actually my best-selling album, that Binaural Visions album, so hopefully this will generate some income for me, which is what the whole plan of this album is, really. So anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to show you something that I've come up with. I've actually wrote the first song, so I've been busy today, and I've changed my template a little bit from last time. I've got rid of drums. I'm not really going to use percussion in this album. Maybe some light percussion. I've added a few more synths to the template. I've added a sound effects track. And I've just been adjusting all the little sounds, like the piano sounds, loads of reverb on piano. And anyway, let's get into it. I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so this is the template. I've got this, I'll show you this. This is like a wind chime sound effect that I found on a free sound website. And that's basically, it's just going to fade in and out of the track. So with this album, I'm not gonna structure anything. It's just gonna be sounds, textures, and just atmospheres, basically. So that, as you can see, that's fading in, and it's getting a little bit louder and then fading out. And then I've done the same with the synth. So this synth here, it's basically one note for 5 minutes long, and it's just fading in and out. And I've layered that with this sub bass, which is also doing the same. It fades in at the beginning, stays at one volume, and then fades out. So as you can see, musically it's very simple, but it works because the atmosphere that it's creating is just sounds and textures. And when you add in this, you can hear that atmosphere. I've also got this synth that comes in. That's just basically one note all the way through as well. And then the final thing that I've got is this piano is basically just playing random notes. I've not used a click track to this at all, so it's not been, what's the word, quantized. It's just free flowing. So this piano comes in. Loads of reverb on it. So this is basically going to be the sound of this album. Just loads of different textures, atmospheres, and just long sustaining notes. It's very relaxing, which is what I'm going for. Could be used for meditation, anything like that. Could even be used for sleep music. I've seen a lot of playlists on YouTube for that. So that's pretty much it. On this track here, I'll show you, this MSV Sensuality track, I've actually sent this to an effects channel, which is a chopper. And if I just solo this track, you can hear that chopping sound. I'll show you without the chopper. Without the chopper, it's just one long note. But that chopper sort of gives it a bit more texture to it. So anyway, that's what I'm up to at the moment. I thought I'd just let you have a quick preview of what I've been doing. I've changed the template slightly. I've got motivated. I was lying in bed last night and I thought, actually I was watching YouTube and it came up a playlist of deep sleep music, and I thought, could I do that? Could that be an option? And then I thought, I've already made the announcement in part 1 of this documentary that I'm going to do something similar to my Blue Planet album. And then I thought, I've got to do it because I had all sorts of ideas. I thought about my Binaural Visions album, which is my best-selling one, and I thought I've got to do another, like something similar to that. Because if I can generate the same amount of income from that than I do with this, then I'll be happy with it. So hopefully this might get played in a lot more places because it's not binaural. So I know a lot of places are cutting down on that, so hopefully this one's going to do well. So that's the first track finished actually. I'm just going to do a mix of it and master it, and then that should be sorted. So at the moment I'm really happy because I've found the direction that I'm going in. And that's the most important thing. And this template now is just going to help me get through this album pretty quick. I can churn one of these out every day now. So hopefully about 10 to 12 tracks for this album. Hopefully. I'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let's see what happens tomorrow.